Jen here, and I have my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit for May. This is going up late. I'm so sorry, my grandfather passed away yesterday, so my day kind of got jumbled up a little bit, and we just needed some time. So, okay, I am pretty much gonna do what I said I would probably do in April. So here beside me I have my April kit. This is my spring iris container. Whenever I have collections that I've used up and I have little bits and pieces of it left over, if I feel like it's kind of more springy colors or spring feel or whatever, it goes in this iris container. I also put in anything that is birthday related, dance related, what else? Kind of geeky related, because for me, all of my kids and my nieces and nephews are kind of in the first half of the year with their birthdays. So I kind of think of them as spring birthdays. So all the birthday stuff goes in there. The dance stuff all goes in here because dance competition season is always in the spring. It usually starts in March and it ends in May. And so just in my mind, I think of it as spring, and same with all my kind of geeky stuff, my reading stuff, all of that, just because the Calgary Comic Expo is in April usually, and so I think of it as spring. I don't know why, that's just how my brain works, and it works out pretty good for organizing. So I know that if I'm looking for something to do with books or dance or whatever it is, I go into my spring stuff. So in April, I really worked with a lot of the kind of more Eastery, springy things, and now for May, I'm going to keep all of that stuff. I'm going to pull from it as I need it or whatever, or if I'm inspired by it, but I wanted to focus a little bit more on some of those other things. So what I have in here, I showed you this in my April kit, but not in as much detail. I have these two collections from Authentique. I got them from the Paper and Ink Boutique, and Julie showed me that they had got them in, and I was just like, oh, they're very, very different for me, but I kind of love them. So I grabbed a couple pieces. I don't have everything. I just grabbed a few things that I thought I would really kind of work with and that I could maybe use in other, kind of mixed in with other stuff. Yellow is definitely not a color that I use a lot, so this was kind of fun for me to pick out some of these papers. This is the Poised collection from Authentique, and I don't know, I loved the yellow. I think it really screams kind of springy summer to me. It also kind of has a bit of that dance feeling. I think especially this one I might be able to use on a dance layout, and just very pretty and feminine. I loved this pattern here, so I got two of those, and then on the back you can see this kind of fun polka dot and some yellow and stuff, so I'm excited to use that. And I figure if I don't use it this month, I can always put this into my into my summer stuff as well, and it's very summery too. And then the other one is called Youngster, and so this one you can see is kind of this fun, more childlike, I'd say more leaning towards the boy collection. I loved the Lego, that works really great. I love the puzzle pieces. For us, that's very symbolic of adoption and our boys, so this kind of worked perfectly. Let me pull this one out front. You can see here is all kinds of stuff about boys, cool little dude, that kind of thing. So it does have that kind of vintagey feel, which I'm not always comfortable with, but I think that this will be lots of fun to kind of play with. You can see I liked the puzzle pieces, so I got two of those. And here on the back, again, they're just very beautiful, easy to use patterns and colors. So even if I decide I can't quite get through the vintage stuff, these are so versatile on the back too. So, and also very spring, but very summer. So those are the two kind of extra little bits that don't really fall into any of these categories. So for birthday, what I have is this Confetti Wishes 6x6 paper pad. I used it on my Stretch the Sketch layout this month, or I guess last month. Now it's May, so for April, and it was so much fun. It's such a different, quirky, weird birthday collection. It kind of has this like tropical theme to it, but it is really, really fun. This is just some random papers that I have. I think that they came from Creative Memories, but you can see I have some pictures in there that I wanted to get used, and I kind of pulled it out because the balloon here matches this teal color or whatever kind of color it is. So I'll see if I can get that finished. I have this one piece from Photo Play, Panda Wishes, and I want to use it for a birthday layout for Kaylin. And I think with the black and white, I should be able to match it to some other papers pretty easily. And then here's some other random ones. They were just in my stash. I'm not sure where they came from, but they're kind of cute. So I threw it in there. Here's another one I think I probably got in maybe Joann's when we went a couple of years ago. This is Party Boy, and it just has all these really fun bright colors and very birthday themed, so I think that'll be fun to use. And the blue on the back. This is just some few bits and pieces that I have left over from this Echo Park collection called Birthday Girl. I also had the Birthday Boy version of it. I used up most of the boy papers, I think, but I didn't use up all of the girl stuff. So you can see I've put a good dent in it though. So I do have some stickers left. I have some bits of paper left. I think I have one full piece left. And I think that I could probably use the panda paper with this paper. It's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. So I think that might work okay. So I've got all of that. I only have these two pieces of St. Patrick's Day paper. I think I got them probably from Michael's. I threw them in there because St. Patrick's Day is very close to spring, so I thought maybe I could get them used up. I do have a couple of pictures, so I'm hoping to be able to get that used up. So these are from Scrap Your Trip. This is called Toy Mania. It's kind of Toy Story themed with the monkey in a barrel and the little army men and the ball. This is kind of like a vintagey toy I threw in there. Then I have a bunch of Lego. Some is from Photo Play. This one's from Photo Play. This one is Scrapbook Customs. I think that, yep, Scrapbook Customs. These ones here are from Block Party from Reminisce. I forgot to tell you, these are from Stampin' Up! And they have the balloons on them, so I had them with the my birthday stuff. So this is a paper called Clean Underbritches from Rusty Pickle. It's, I don't know where it came from. Again, probably one of those bulk purchases that I just saw it because of the pirates, and I thought it would be fun to maybe cut some of these out and kind of age them. They're like little signs, and then they have Captain Jack written on them, and I have a few pictures of Captain Jack at the expo, so I think that's why I probably picked this out. And then of course I have tons of like comic book and that kind of thing. So this paper, I have this star paper from Recollections that just kind of has a lot of those sort of superhero colors to it, so I threw that in there. This Pokemon paper, along with this Pokemon paper and this superhero paper, they are all from Treasured Memories. Are they on the back at all? No. They're from a company called Treasured Memories in Kamloops. So they've printed their own design onto some Basil cardstock, and I always grab their papers at the Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival. They do all these super fun custom papers. And I just think they're so cute. They're fun. They're something a little bit different. So I haven't used them yet, but I have a few of them to get used up. Then these again are from Scrap Your Trip. I think I did get these at Paper and Ink Boutique. They're a little bit thinner, but they kind of have this like glossy finish to them too, so they're kind of different and fun. So Spider-Man and 2 Hulks. Sebastian is a super fan of the Hulk, so I got 2 of those. This is a piece of paper from Sandy Lion. I probably got this in some sort of bulk thing. I can't remember, but it's super fun and Star Warsy. Fox is a huge Star Wars fan. I started putting together this layout for a challenge a couple of years ago, I think last year maybe, and I never finished it because I couldn't quite tie it all together. But you can see I have some elements that I cut out and had a basic plan going. I needed to find a way to kind of combine Star Wars and Batman, because the 2 boys were Kylo Ren and Batman at the expo in 2018. And it didn't quite all come together, so it's still sitting there. I left the pictures there. I was trying to get this one to stick in there too, so all 5 of us were in there. It just didn't work. I also have a bunch of comic book pages that have been pulled out of some old comics that Sean had that didn't have any value, or he had doubles of them or whatever, so I love to throw those in. This is some bits and pieces left over from a collection. I think it was called Super Kid, from Creative Imaginations, and just a really fun collection. I actually had several pieces of it, so this is all I have left over. And yeah, I want to get it used up, so I love it. I think it's super fun, perfect for the expo. Here's some more of those comic book pages. Here's another Avengers piece I cut off. The other paper was with that layout, and I just kept the bottom. That's just scraps. I think I cut that Batman symbol out from. So all of that's in there. Then of course I have my own personal fandoms that I love. So Harry Potter, this is the Color Play collection. I only had a couple pieces of it and I've kind of been hoarding it. I wish I could find more. So I got the Hufflepuff print with Harry on his broomstick. I got the cut apart sheet. You can see that I've used some of it already. And then the Slytherin on the back. This is the ties for the different houses and the starry sky in the background. I think I have 2 pieces of that. I wish I could find the Ravenclaw pattern because I think I'm a mix of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. So that is Harry Potter. These are also from Scrap Your Trip that I got from Paper and Ink Boutique. I will leave their link down below. They also have their online store open now, so you can order from them and get it delivered right to your door anywhere in Canada. So go check them out. But these 2 pieces they had, so here's the Quidditch pitch, and then here is Hogsmeade. So it kind of has like some distressing and stuff already in it. I don't know, I just haven't been able to get them used. And then part of that kind of geeky thing is I have a ton of bookish stuff here. A lot of these are kind of my fandoms that overlap each other. So this one is from Echo Park Once Upon a Time. So it has a very like knights and dragons and medieval times, but then it also has some Peter Pan thrown in, which is perfect because that's my favorite. I love Peter Pan. So I have a few pieces of that, which I think are fun because this actually overlaps with some dance photos that I want to scrap of my daughter when they actually did a giant production that was Peter Pan themed. Who doesn't love to do a fun little boy layout with a paper like this about, you know, being a brave hero and all that kind of stuff. So perfect. Only a few pieces of paper from that. I think I probably got this from Paper Issues, and no embellishments or anything, so that's okay. Then I also have my Alice in Wonderland papers in here. So I have the Echo Park collection, which is actually just called Alice in Wonderland. I got this from Christina. She sent it in one of my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kits. and I haven't used it yet. I know, I'm so sorry, Christina. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna get it used up. So it's got all these beautiful patterns on the backs here. You can see some of those solid colors, which I love that some collections include that, but then also these fun patterns. Oh, and that was the sticker sheet. And then the next papers are here with the beautiful butterflies, and you can see Alice and stuff. And then there are the backgrounds and some 6x6 papers. So I think she was able to give me most of the 12x12 papers, which is really nice, and then just a few of these little 6x6 papers. I'm definitely doing some Alice in Wonderland themed stuff. I also have the Bo Bunny collection, which is called Land of Wonder. So I have the sticker sheet as well. You can see I've used it a couple times. I did a layout for the Paper and Ink Boutique for a class I taught. Here is just some scraps that I threw together during that class. I was just trying to show them how you could throw some of your scraps together to create a second layout. You know, even if you only had little tiny chunks of stuff. So I didn't really have a picture or a plan for this. I was just kind of playing as they were creating the layout that I designed. So I'll have to get this used up somehow, but it's in there and it's, you know, pretty much good to go. Just needs some embellishments and a picture. And then I have these embellishments left over. So some of the brads and the 3D chipboard, which you can see I've pulled it apart. I like to pull all of the layers apart, and then you get some chipboard that kind of stretches a little bit further. I also have the thickers. I didn't put them in here, but I know where they are, so I have those too, and they're this gorgeous deep red glitter, so they're very beautiful. And I have this piece of scrap left over, these little bits of paper left over, I think probably just to use that color, and a couple of full sheets. I think I had 2 of this one because I really loved those roses. And then, oh, this also goes with it. This is just like a textured cardstock in that kind of fun taupe color. And then in with all my booky stuff, I just have some random papers that are kind of book related. This is from My Mind's Eye from the Now and Then collection, and it has just the book cards. This is from Toy Box from Bo Bunny, and again it's bookshelves. This is from the Let Your Heart Decide from Pink Fresh, and it's the bookshelves. Here are some tags again from that Treasured Memories store in Kamloops. They always do these custom kind of cool tags too. So these ones were book related ones. I'm gonna get those used up. This is the Libris Schmebris collection from Finders Keepers. You've seen me use this one. So there are stickers and washi tape and stuff that go with this too, but I just threw the papers in here for you to see. So there's the fronts and the backs. Just a really fun reading collection that's a little bit different in color and in feel. And then I have my dance stuff. So not too much. I feel like I don't often use themed papers when I'm scrapping Kaylin's dance, but I do have this ballet paper from Fab Scraps. I think it actually goes like this. So you can see the ballerina and you can see some stuff on the side here. And I have this one for tap, which I thought was kind of fun in that black and pink color scheme with just that little bit of gray and white. And then I should say, most of this collection, which is from Simple Stories. It's just called Dance, but I have used quite a bit of it. So I only have these 2 full pieces left. And then I also have this piece left here, which is from another cut apart sheet. And I threw this in with it because it has the number 5, 6, 7, 8. So I kind of like to use that in some of my dance stuff. And then the last thing that I just wanted to show you is that I still have a whole bunch. You can see I've cut it up. I've used quite a bit of it, but I still have a lot of these papers left over from the Sunshine and Good Times collection. I would like to try to challenge myself to get the rest of this used up, maybe as a bit of a mini kit within my month of May. So I have a few extra embellishments that I'm throwing in. I have all these ones from my Secret Not Secret Kit Club. They have a lot of the Alice in Wonderland, but a lot of other pieces of stuff too. Kind of springy, some pink paisley and stuff. So I am going to throw those in. And I'm also throwing in these embellishments that I got from Dollar Tree. So I have the feathers, which I've used quite a few of them, but I think I can probably do a few more layouts and use up all of them. I really think it's going to be a challenge to do these really big ones, but I want to see what I can do. And then I have these flower ones. So I feel like these ones are a little bit more spring, and these ones are a little bit more summer. They're more on the tropical side, but I'm gonna throw them all in there and just see what I can get done. And then everything else, all my thickers and stickers and everything from last month, they're all here. They're all ready for me to use if I need them. So they're all kind of part of my kit, but I showed you last month, so I won't keep you to show you again this month. If you have any questions, you can leave them for me down below. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great month of May, and take care of yourselves. Be safe. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.